We must choose the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Jim Rohn. Every decision, every action comes with a price. Discipline exhausts us, sometimes leaving us lonely and demanding of ourselves. But that pain is temporary. It helps us grow, strengthens us, and brings us closer to our dreams. In contrast, the pain of regret lingers far longer. It not only gnaws at us in silence, but also torments us whenever we recall missed opportunities, those days when we could have tried harder but chose the easier path. Discipline is the choice of those who understand that success doesn't come from luck, but from repeated efforts each day, small yet steadfast. It requires us to conquer ourselves, to overcome laziness, procrastination, and the fear of failure. Choose the pain of discipline, for it is the pain of growth. Regret, on the other hand, is the pain of what's lost and cannot be reclaimed. Not everyone is part of your future. Some people pass through your life only to bring you certain lessons. Those fleeting relationships, seemingly insignificant, are actually priceless lessons. They are like breezes arriving gently, touching us, then departing, leaving behind a slight chill, a touch of longing, and a bit of growth. Thanks to them, we learn to let go, to cherish those who stay, and to understand that not every presence belongs to our future. Sometimes, it's the brief encounters that shape who we are today. Each person who passes through is a page in the book of our growth. Some pages are sad, some are beautiful, but all are necessary. For without them, we would never understand the value of patience, of forgiveness, and of faith in ourselves. In the end, smile and be grateful for those who came and went. They may not be your future, but they helped you find your own path, a path of strength, compassion, and a heart that knows how to love rightly. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. Milton Berle. Opportunity isn't a gift from fate. It's the result of persistence, effort, and courage. Those who build a door are the ones who dare to act when everything is unclear, who dare to step forward when the path is uncharted. They don't wait for luck to find them. They create their own luck with sweat, with willpower, and with the belief that I deserve something better. Imagine life as a house with hundreds of doors. Some are open, some are locked tight, and sometimes there's no door where you stand. In those moments, instead of despair, you can choose to build your own door. For every hammer strike, every piece of wood, every idea you create is proof of a human spirit that refuses to yield. This saying isn't just advice. It's the spirit of pioneers, those who don't wait for miracles, but become the miracle themselves. In the game of life, before you receive anything, you must give something. Zig Ziglar. To have love, learn to give love. To be respected, learn to respect others. To succeed, give your all before expecting rewards. Giving doesn't diminish you. Rather, it's how the universe tests your heart and opens new doors. When you give a smile, you receive joy. When you give help, you receive gratitude. And when you give sincerity, you gain deep human connections. In that game, the winner isn't the one who takes the most, but the one who shares the most. For life operates on the law of cause and effect. What you sow, you will reap. No act of giving is ever meaningless. For every good deed is a seed quietly sprouting in the future. True value isn't created by hoarding for oneself, but by sharing to multiply its worth. And when you learn to give with all your heart, life will reward you with wonders beyond your expectations. Each person may have different reasons for living their own life. You cannot assume all those reasons are the same. Kevin Spacey. No one is the same. For behind every choice, every step, lies a unique story, pain, joy, and aspiration. This saying is a subtle reminder of empathy, that we shouldn't rush to judge without truly listening and understanding. Some live to conquer, some to contribute, some simply seek peace in the simple things. Some plunge into storms to find meaning, others choose solitude to preserve their calm. Every way of living carries a profound reason. Sometimes it's love, sometimes duty, and sometimes just the desire to be true to oneself. Life has no template for happiness or success. So, comparing or judging others only diminishes the beauty of life's diversity. Like a garden, if it had only one type of flower, how dull it would be. It's the differences in people's reasons for living that make this life rich and worthy of respect. Learn to see life through eyes of compassion. When you understand that everyone is fighting their own invisible battles, you'll be more grateful for your own journey and more respectful of others. Never be too busy to forget to say please or thank you. Please and thank you may seem like simple phrases, but they carry an invisible power, the power to connect people with one another. A sincere thank you can warm someone's heart, dissolve misunderstandings, and spark the belief that kindness still exists in this world. Conversely, forgetting those words makes life feel rigid, cold, and disconnected from humanity. Gratitude is not just an action, but a way of living. It shows how we cherish the smallest things, from a morning coffee, a friendly greeting, to the quiet help of others. When we say thank you, we don't just express gratitude. We spread a little warmth, a gentle light, and sometimes those simple thank yous are the threads that tie strangers' hearts together, a soothing breeze easing the weariness of life's rush. Better to dare to try and accept the consequences than to stand by and do nothing for the rest of your life. Some opportunities only come once. If we hesitate, waiting for perfection before starting, we may spend our lives as mere spectators, never truly living. Life doesn't reward absolute safety, but reserves its prizes for those who dare to embark on their journey. Even if they stumble, at least they've lived fully. Trying and failing isn't failure. It's proof of courage, for only by daring to act do we discover how strong we are, how far we can go. Each attempt is a chance to break our own limits, and regardless of the outcome, we gain the most precious things: experience, growth, and pride in not giving up. In contrast, standing still and watching others live, succeed, or fail leaves us, despite the passing of time, forever stuck in place. And when we look back, what remains isn't safety, but regrets that never fade. If you don't dare to do crazy things in your youth, you'll have nothing to smile about when you're grown and old. Doing crazy things here doesn't mean reckless folly, but daring to live true to yourself, loving when your heart stirs, chasing dreams despite others' mockery, stepping out of your comfort zone to explore the vast world. Those foolish moments become the most beautiful memories, the spiritual baggage that warms us in the lonely years of adulthood. When we're old, no one recalls the safe days, but we'll always smile, remembering the bold risks, impulsive trips, sleepless nights fueled by passion, and dreams that seemed wild but burned with fervor. For youth isn't measured by years, but by the moments when your heart dares to beat louder. Don't let youth slip away in caution and calculation. Let it be a vibrant song, sometimes off-key, sometimes wild, but always authentic and full of life. Because one day, looking back, you'll realize being a little crazy in youth is the greatest gift you can give your older self. Don't cry over what happened in the past. Don't stress about what hasn't happened in the future. Live fully in the present moment and make it beautiful. The past is something we cannot change, no matter how many tears we shed. Mistakes, losses, and pains, they've all become lessons. They didn't come to break us, but to teach us to grow and become stronger. Smile and thank the past, for it shaped who you are today. As for the future, it hasn't happened, and we can't control it with worry. Stressing over what's to come only makes us forget to enjoy the present. The future is shaped by today's actions, so if we live fully and well in this moment, the future will naturally shine brighter. The present moment is the most precious gift life gives us. That's why it's called the present. Give your heart to this moment. A warm cup of coffee, a sincere smile, a kind word. For when we live fully in the present, every day becomes unforgettable. Those who laugh easily are also those who cry easily, but in their most broken moments, they fall silent. Those who laugh easily are often those who've been through much. They know sorrow, so they choose to face it with gentleness. They use smiles to hide their wounds, optimism to soothe their hearts and those around them. But they are also the most vulnerable, for their hearts are soft, sensitive, and deeply attuned to everything in life. And when they're silent, it's not because they're strong, but because they're in so much pain that no words can express it. Silence is a cry without sound, their way of retreating to heal, to find peace amidst the wreckage. Sometimes that silence is sadder than tears, for it's the sign of a heart quietly collapsing. This saying reminds us never to take someone's smile for granted, for we don't know how much pain they've endured to keep it. And don't overlook someone's silence, for it may be when they most need a hug, an understanding look, or simply someone to listen. The wise understand with a single glance, while the foolish never listen to others. The wise aren't wise because they know everything, but because they listen and observe, learning from even the smallest things. A perceptive glance can see what others miss, sensing the hidden emotions behind actions and words. They don't react hastily or judge impulsively, but maintain a quiet clarity to see through things with reason and kindness. In contrast, the foolish live in their own illusions. They hear but don't listen, look but don't see, speak but don't understand. For in them, ego overshadows empathy. They believe they're always right, refusing to open their hearts to others' perspectives or experiences, and that keeps them forever stagnant. True wisdom doesn't lie in the amount of knowledge one has, but in the humility to learn. Those who truly understand life don't need to prove they're right, but choose silence to observe, empathize, and act at the right moment. Speak only when your words are better than silence. Words are a double-edged sword. They can heal or harm. The wise know that speaking isn't always good, and silence isn't always weakness. Sometimes, silence is the pinnacle of wisdom, a way to keep peace for yourself and others. Before speaking, ask yourself, is this necessary? Is it kind? Does it help anyone? If the answer is no, silence is the more worthy choice. For sometimes, an understanding look or a compassionate smile holds more power than 1,000 grand words. Those who speak at the right time, in the right way, they master themselves. They don't speak for attention, but to spread goodness. They don't speak to prove, but to connect. And if their words add no value, they choose silence, for they know silence is also a way of speaking gentle, profound, and full of strength. You have the power to create your own happiness. If you expect it from someone else, you're likely to be disappointed. True happiness doesn't come from someone loving you, praising you, or making you happy. It comes from inner peace, from how you see yourself and the world. When you learn to make yourself happy with a morning tea, by achieving a small goal, or simply smiling because you're still alive, you become stronger and freer than ever. Expecting others to bring you happiness is like handing the key to your life to someone else. And when they leave, you're left empty, directionless. But when you know how to create your own joy, you no longer depend on others. Then, happiness isn't a gift to beg for, but a flame you can ignite yourself. No matter the storms outside, it remains warm in your heart. Love, friendship, or any relationship is only a flavor that enhances happiness, not its source. That source lies within you, where gratitude, compassion, and the belief that you deserve happiness reside. Always keep your eyes wide open. Observe everything around you, for everything you see can inspire you. Grace Coddington. When you open your eyes and truly observe, you'll realize even a ray of sunlight through leaves, a breeze brushing your hair, or a fleeting smile on a street corner all carry endless inspiration. Only when you pause, no longer rushing, do you see how beautiful this world is. Everything around you, even the most ordinary things, can become a spark, igniting your soul, urging you to write, create, and live more fully. Eyes wide open, don't just see, but feel. Feel the beauty, the wonder, the depth hidden in every passing moment. And when you learn to observe with your heart, the world is no longer mundane, but a symphony of colors where every sound, every image whispers something wondrous. Do everything with passion, or not at all. Rosa Nouchette Carey. A painter who doesn't love colors, a musician who doesn't feel the melody. Everything is just an empty form. Passion is the soul, the flame that lights up the work, warming both the creator's heart and those who experience it. So, when you start anything, ask yourself, do I truly love this? If yes, pour your whole heart into it. If not, have the courage to stop, for nothing is more frightening than a life lived without passion to guide it. Live fully, or don't live half-heartedly. Let passion be the fire in every action, every choice, for only then are you truly living, not just existing. Good things come to those who wait, but better things come to those who go out and seize them. When you step out, though the path may be rough, each step is proof of your courage. Sweat, failure, and effort are the seeds that grow into success. For no one achieves greatness by sitting still, watching life pass by. Believe that true good things don't come from passive waiting, but from active pursuit. When you balance patience with progress, then you won't just receive better things, but find yourself a stronger, wiser, prouder version. Waiting gives hope, but action turns hope into reality. Be both patient and proactive, for the best things belong to those who dare to claim them. The only way to build a great career is to love what you do. If you haven't found it, keep searching. Don't stop. Steve Jobs. When you love your work, every moment of labor becomes meaningful, fatigue turns to joy, and challenges become steps to climb higher. Passion is the flame, and work is the fuel. When they meet, they create a force that can light up an entire life. But if you're still lost among countless paths, don't despair. No one finds true love in a single day. Discovering passion takes time, sometimes even trial and error. The key is to never stop. Keep searching, for what you were born to do is waiting for you somewhere. When you find it, you'll know no one needs to tell you. Each morning, you'll wake with a racing heart, eyes alight, and you'll know, this is my path. If you start, you might fail, but if you don't start, you've already failed. Barack Obama. Many choose to stand still, fearing mistakes, loss, or failure. But they don't realize not daring to start is the greatest failure of all. For hesitation not only steals opportunities, but erodes faith in ourselves. Failure, in truth, isn't frightening. It's the strictest yet most honest teacher, teaching us to grow, to be resilient, to rise after each fall. In contrast, the quiet safety of doing nothing is the abyss that swallows dreams. Remember, every success begins with a decision to step forward. Though the path ahead is unclear, daring to walk brings you closer to your goal. And even if you fail, at least you'll have a story to tell, lessons to remember, and the strength to carry on. We don't come to love by finding a perfect person, but by learning to see perfection in an imperfect one. Angelina Jolie. When we love someone, it's not because they're flawless, but because, amidst their countless flaws, we still find them worthy of cherishing. For it's their imperfections that make them real, relatable, and profoundly human. True love doesn't seek to change someone to fit our mold, but learns to understand, accept, and love them as they are. When we see perfection in broken pieces, that's when our heart matures. For love isn't about finding the right person, but about becoming right together in the long journey of two souls. Remember, the most beautiful love doesn't lie in the perfection of two people, but in how they complete each other, learn to love, forgive, and grow together. The most commendable action is to always think for yourself. Be strong, Coco Chanel. Thinking for yourself is the act of a mature person, someone who weighs choices, takes responsibility, and protects their own values. For if you live to please everyone, you'll end up losing yourself. And nothing is more painful than seeing yourself fade in someone else's life. Be strong, for living true to yourself isn't always an easy path, but only by daring to live by your thoughts, emotions, and dreams do you truly live, not just exist. There are no limits for women. We can do anything and become anyone we dream of. Michelle Obama. Within every woman lies an incredible resilience. They can be as steadfast as steel, yet as gentle as water. They can shed tears in silence, then rise stronger than ever. There are no limits for them, for limits exist only when we set them. A woman can be a leader, an artist, an engineer, a mother, or all at once, and still shine in her own unique way. For what makes a woman's true beauty isn't her appearance or title, but her belief that I can. Each step she takes proves that no one but herself can define her worth. And when she believes in herself, nothing can stop her from rising, reaching her dreams, and changing the world.